goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let me get these off. We are here. We are here for yet another week. Book club. We are back in the house, and today we're just going to go over a few things and just talk because I hadn't talked to you guys in a while. I think I missed last week, or it's been a while. It's just been a while and stuff in general. So today we're just going to catch up just a little bit, let you know what's happening, what's going on, and of course, I definitely want feedback and stuff from you guys. But before we start anything, I would like you guys to hear something. Listen to this. Did you hear that? Let's one more time. I can breathe better. It's like the first broadcast since I started this that I can actually breathe better, and I don't sound like I'm all nasally and all congested and stuff today. Flonase, guys, Flonase has truly turned my life around. Flonase. I would just say that. Getting that out the way. All right, so what's up, guys? What's happening with you? Let me know if my levels and everything are great on that end. Let me know if you can hear me okay. I just want to make sure that we are all on the same page before we start here. Let me get this out of the image. There we go. Let me know if you can hear me okay, and make sure I'm not too loud. I got my levels looking pretty good and stuff on the board. But you just never know with these things. I could be blaring on you guys' TVs. If I'm on your TVs, just turn me down a little bit, I guess. All right, so let's get into it. Let's talk about what's been up and what's been happening. So I can't believe it. We are already at the end of May. It is it's crazy to think that May has already come and gone. And I swear it's been like a blink of an eye. I swear these gigs and stuff they kind of take over and stuff. They take over the week. Once you do them, a whole nother week is gone, and then you just move on to the next one. So I think the last time that I talked to you guys, I had a fashion show for the week, and I had a wedding for the week. So we'll talk about the fashion show first, because the fashion show, and there goes my nose. See, I thought I was going to make it through, but here comes the nose. I thought, well, maybe it'll go away. The fashion show went over great. Everything happened the way it was supposed to. Lots of compliments and stuff on some of the music I played. They didn't really give me any type of list for it. I just kind of played what I thought would be great for somebody to walk down the runway with. It went over without a hitch, no problems. I had some microphone issues, not with my mic. The Shure QLXD 4 was fantastic, but I was using the building's mic, and I had a little trouble with it. It was receiving some feedback as the presenters were kind of moving around stage. So I was just trying to settle that and get that taken care of. But other than that, everything sounded really, really good. They've already booked again for next year. They're ready to do it again. We had to skip a few years, of course, because of the bug that was in the air. Of course, I'm not going to say it so it doesn't demonetize the channel. So we're going to do that one again next year. Hopefully it'll be in March. She says she likes to do it in March rather than May. So that'll be great. I'm looking forward to that one, and I'm looking forward to that growing. Hopefully it does. I feel like it will. Let me give some shout outs real quick before we go into the wedding. Carrie Lawrence, what's going on? Byron Devereaux, DeVore, excuse me. I said Devereaux, DeVore. What's happening? DJ Romeo Crate, what's good, man? Life of DJ One TV. Appreciate you dropping in first. Let me know that you were in the house. I don't know if you're still here. I hope you are. But I appreciate you guys checking me out. All right, so on to the wedding that I had. The wedding was at the Lace House, which is right next to the governor's mansion. And you guys know what problems that presents. It usually means that we have a certain time that we had to cut off. Now, maybe that may not necessarily be a problem, but I kind of hate it when I'm like, I'm in a groove and it's going really well. And then you look at that clock and it's time to shut it down when you really got a whole bunch of music to play. And that was the case at this one. I felt like I had so much more I could do with them, but we did have a good time. No complaints at all. Everybody loved the music. It was just a really, really good time. Some of the footage and stuff that I caught from that one was fantastic. I've got GoPro footage that was from the back corner, kind of, that was shooting the crowd. And then, of course, I have the over-the-top footage that you guys always see on my gig logs. And I can't wait to put that one together and show you that one, because that one had some great stuff. I only had to do the cocktail hour and the reception for that one, so that one was not as hard as to have to do like a ceremony and things like that, which ceremonies are not really hard. It's just, one more thing. A couple of shout outs real quick. DJ Lord Geo, what's happening, man? I appreciate that. A lot of people are liking that last gig log, man. I don't know what's what's up with that one. I've had a lot of people follow me on Mixcloud and stuff after that gig log. I appreciate the love, but I didn't know why that one was different. But it was a banger. Those guys had a great time. I appreciate the love there. Damian Cross, Rhode Island, what's happening, bro? Clarence Lewis, DJ Clarence, every day, love your vibe. Appreciate it. What are your thoughts on the Maui 44 G2? Damian Cross, you're not even going to give me a second before we hit the questionnaire? We ain't even got to question and answers yet. Let me finish telling you what's going on first. I'm just joking with you. You already know my thoughts on the Maui 44s. I just used them again this past weekend for the wedding, and they went over without a hitch. I got a lot of compliments from the videographer. He was like, those subs, those speakers sound absolutely phenomenal. And I was like, oh, we appreciate it. You put in time and effort on your music side, and that's what you get. So the sound sounded very, very good. Per the guest. Also, Toast went over great and stuff again because it sounded so clear with the microphone. So it was fantastic. Different because it was urban and you touched those 90s and 2000 craze. Yeah. I don't do a lot of urban or we can say African American gigs. I don't know. I'm trying to dive more into that market and stuff here. I think it mainly has to do with budget. I'm not sure. It mainly has to do with budget. That's the kickback and stuff that I've gotten the most when it comes to those. But some people are just like, let's just do this. Now, that one was my last one that was from COVID. See, you got me saying it. I should not have said that, but hopefully it doesn't get demonetized. But when we were back in 2020, right before that, everything shut down, they had booked, and then of course we had to move because everything was shut down. Last year we had to move it again. They weren't ready, and so this year was the opportune time to go ahead and get it done, and we did. And they absolutely loved everything that I did, and they wanted the works. I think we had a little bit of everything there. We had the photo booth, we had uplights, we had monogram, we had my setup, the Maui's. We had ceremony, and we had it all. We had a lot of stuff. So they really enjoyed that. Could not have asked for a better crowd, but did get some great crowds here as of late. I will say that some of these guys that I have been DJing for here lately have been absolutely phenomenal. Just these crowds they're just giving me so much energy. I don't know if it's the music that I've changed and stuff too, if I'm, not playing the same old typical stuff and just did a change up for this year, or if it's just the energy. Maybe the people are getting younger. I don't know. I think my average age for my couples is usually right around that 25 to 27 range. Maybe 24 to 27. I'll say that. That's usually the average age of the folks who seek me out. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Did I have anything else about that this past wedding? Yeah, that gig log is going to be great. You'll probably see that later in June. That's when I'll probably do that. I'm working on a couple of videos and stuff now. I'm working on a couple of videos for some how to do's. I know what I had to say. So this past Saturday was the first time I got a chance to use the Wolf Mix, ADJ Wolf Mix, and guys, I love it. I love it. I love it, and I'm going to use it again this Saturday. And this will be the first time that I'm able to use moving heads and up lights and stuff with it. But just for my basic setup, it changed the way that the lights project out. It's crazy. Like, it had formats of different. It had different ways of showcasing the lights instead of my typical, flash tick lights or the strobes. It had like, kind of like smooth layers, and had, here, 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 here. It had runners where it was chasing. It had, oh man, I think I highlighted that in the video, and I'm going to do a video and stuff on that actual unit itself. But I took the time. I don't know if you follow me on Instagram. You can see I took the time, sat down, programmed those lights, and I just have to do tomorrow I will do the up lights after I charge them, and just make sure that they're ready to go with the Wolf Mix. But if they're anything like what I just did, you guys are in for a treat. The light shows will be completely different than what you guys, normally see. Some other videos that I have in the works. I have Vibo videos in the works. I was talking to the guy who runs Vibo, Mike, and he has shown me some new stuff with Vibo, and I would love to show you guys some of the updates and everything that they use to be able to get those out to your clients, because my clients love it. I've actually had 2 bookings here recently. When I told them about Vibo and what it does, they're like, oh, that's amazing. That helps. I don't know if that pushed me over the top to get the gig, but it did help. And I think it just kind of makes it a little bit easier for them. So it was good. It's good. I want to do a video and stuff on that, giving you an update. And I think I got a Honeybook video, and I've got in mind that I want to do, and I have a Focus Spot 4Z video that I want to do. That's going to be pretty cool. So 4 additional videos that I'm working on. I should be able to get those for you, hopefully out to you in June, so you can see that and just kind of flood you guys with content as much as I can. So be on the lookout. It's on the way. It's on the way. I'm trying to get as much stuff out and be as creative with it as I can. So be on the lookout. All right. So next thing, this weekend we got a new venue alert. That will definitely be on the video here. We are going to Travelers Rest this weekend. I've got a wedding out at a place that was converted. It used to be an old school, and it's converted over to a venue. And I've never been there before. And there was some paperwork that had to be signed and stuff by the venue, which is a little different, because you usually don't get those or have to do anything like that with the venues around here. But had to sign some paperwork and stuff with the venue. Just, I guess, liability issues and stuff. I'm not sure, but we got through all the red tape, and we are all set. The package for this one is going to be, I've kind of told you, it's up lights, it's movers, moving heads. It is, my normal wash effects and pars, and I think she's supposed to get back to me either today or tomorrow to let me know if she wants to do cold sparks. I told her that, we can do that, and it will make, great job for great photo for the entrance or exit. So the cold sparks are ready to go, fired up. Hopefully we'll do cold sparks at this one. and get that to her. So that'll be great. Music choice. This is a let book cook, and usually when they let book cook, I usually kill it. So hopefully this one will be no exception. She's given me about 2.5 hours to just really go in on the music. So I think that I will be able to get everybody going. She's got 175 guests, and 90 to 100 of them are her same age. So I'll be dealing with majority 24s to right around 30s is the majority. And then of course you got some of your older crowd that will, do some of the older dancing. But other than that, it's going to be great. It is going to be great. And then to close out the month, I have one more wedding at a familiar location. I'll be at Adams Pond. And that one will be good too. That one will, I've spoken with that bride, and she wants to do a lot of the stuff that I'm accustomed to. She has about 90 guests, and that just keeps it nice and simple, nice and tight, and makes it easy. So she also wants to let book cook. So, I mean, I think these guys are starting to understand and see, on my Instagram when I post stuff that, if you just let me work the crowd, I'm pretty good at working the crowd. So I tell them to just kind of give me some genres of music, and we just kind of go from there instead of all the hoopla and jumping through hoops and, oh, you got to play this and, oh, you don't play this and stuff like that. So that is that. So that is the update that has brought us to this point. That is where we stand. Let me check out the chat here. Make sure need video on starting a DJ business like LLC, etc. We need that knowledge. Okay, I got you. That's an interesting video. Might be able to come up with something with that. So I'll open it up to you guys. Feel free to jump in and ask a question. I'll try to answer as many questions and stuff as possible. Let me also say that this should be, I hope I'm timing this right. This should be the last show on my channel. Remember to go to the link in the description down below. Go follow Twisted Transitions. The next show that comes up should be on Twisted Transitions. So if you have not already followed, I have left the link down below. Turn on the notification bell. That way, every time that I fire this up and we do this, we can, you'll know exactly where it's at. Now, I will possibly put some clips and stuff on this channel, but I have so many videos and stuff coming out on this channel. It's going to flood this channel. So we need to have some other segues. So that's why I created that other channel. But the first video should be the next live feed, should come from Twisted Transitions. So just click the link down below if you haven't already done so, and go ahead and subscribe to that. All right, let's check out the chat. Why does your logo look like Urkel? What? My logo doesn't look like Urkel. Come on, man. That looks just like me. Look at this. Look at this right here. You see that? That guy captured my whole... Look at that. That's perfect. I wish he would have done the turntables a little bit better, but... Yeah, he got me good. He captured that well. Come on, man. Urkel? Really? I also want to talk about music and stuff tonight. I want to tell you about some songs that have been going over well, and you guys tell me what has been working and stuff for you. Let's chat about that as well. If you guys have had some songs that you don't normally play that have been going over on your last 2 or 3 gigs, let me know. Let me know in the chat. I would love to be able to chat about that. What's a good starter speaker to buy now? Starter speaker. Wow. Starter speaker. I really don't know anymore. I used to recommend Mackies and stuff like that, but I don't even see a lot of people who I see in this area, and this is just my area, that people buy are stuff like Behringer and stuff like that. Like it's really weird. I would say a good starter speaker would be still Mackie. I mean, why not? Just start with Mackie. It's affordable. It still gets the job done. And if you can find the older ones, it's definitely durable. So definitely check those out. Oh, I know you were trolling, bro. No worries. I don't take offense to that stuff. You'll see a lot of stuff. If you come on here and show out, it just rolls off my back. I'm not into all that. I've noticed that you use a rental van. Do you think you will invest in the purchase of a van to carry your gear? Good question. I am in the market and stuff now for a new truck. So hopefully I will be taking care of that in the next couple of months. I don't really want to do a van. I think I want to do something all purpose so that, I don't have to kind of switch out and switch. I don't think I want to do a van. So I have a trailer and everything that I haven't pulled and stuff yet. It's not a huge trailer, but it's enough to do all of the gigs that I have. And I would like to kind of gut it out and stuff right now, because right now it's just being used as a storage. I use my garage for everything and stuff now. So, I just really want to be able to pull that trailer and utilize that trailer. I mean, I spent good money for that trailer, man. I gotta use that thing. I say the EVZLX 15P for starter speaker. Good choice. EVs are a decent brand to kick off with. The Mackie Thump 15. Kid Cupid, what's happening? What about JBL? Now, JBL is not a starter speaker. JBL is for when you're serious, and you're going to pay money for JBLs. Okay, so let's make sure that we're on the same page and stuff here, Lord Geo. JBL is not a starter speaker, in my opinion. And again, my opinion is not Bible. It's not. So I would definitely, if you're going to look at JBL, that's for if you're definitely going to be serious and stuff about it. Not to say that you're not, but 9 times out of 10, you're definitely serious about DJing if you got JBLs. The EVZLX is cool, but if you hit any bass, the limit will flash. Yeah, I mean, you're going to have that issue when you're talking about a starter speaker. So it just depends on whether or not you want to invest. If you want to invest, EV still does have a line. I can't remember what the exact model number is. EV does have a line that's a little bit more than their basic. And if you step up to JBL, you should not have these issues. QSC, all of those guys. You're going to pay for the name and stuff from here, but you're also going to get the quality. Yeah, a lot of EV talking here. JBL PRX is pretty middle of the road speaker. If you have the budget, go for it. Yeah, just depends. Don't go to Guitar Center. I haven't been to Guitar Center in a while. A lot of my shopping, it comes from IDJ Now. Not really Sweetwater. I'm trying to think of the other place. Pro Audio Star, Z Sounds or Zounds, however you say it. That's where a lot of my stuff comes from. I have 50 plus gigs under my belt, just looking for more. I still consider myself a rookie DJ. Man, wait, you have 50 under your belt, like as in lifetime, or 50 this year that you're booked for? Help me clarify that, and then I'll respond to that. ELX 200, Z sounds is good. Yeah, tell me what speakers you guys use, like Lemon. Tell me what speakers you use. Kid Cupid, tell me what you use. Lord Geo, tell me what you use, just to kind of see if there's a common consensus as far as stuff used. All right, so let's see. Lord Geo just said in a lifetime, so you've got 50 gigs, and I'm assuming you've been DJing for a few years and stuff now. Look, if you're going to take it serious and you're going to deep dive in, and you're going to go, you just want to put out quality sound, I would definitely invest and probably look at, RCF, QSC, and JBL as my three. Rockville makes a lot of stuff. They worry me a little bit. They're kind of becoming the Walmart of the DJ community. I mean, they got lights, speakers, they've got stands. They worry me a little bit. I kind of like companies that focus on certain things. If you talk about JBL, you usually are talking about speakers. You usually not talking about anything else when it comes to JBL. It's usually speakers, and that just means that they're focused on their product. QSC, the same thing. And Mackie, RCF, usually all those the same. But then when you talk about Rockville and they make this and they make that, like that, I don't know, that just kind of worries me. Not to say that Walmart style companies are bad. I just feel like they don't focus their attention on the products that they should all the time. And they put out some questionable things. Oh, you guys are going into a speaker heavy debate. I started with the ZLX 15Ps. I've since upgraded to the ETX 12s. I'm an EV guy since back in the day. DJ Chef, EKX 15s. Yeah, see, everybody's looking like they, let's say RCF. I just got into RCF, ETX 10P, pair, Evox. Yeah. Yeah, everybody looks like they're a little bit different in their starting points and where they are and stuff now. Which, look at the evolution. Look at the evolution of these speakers. So, Lord Geo, I mean, these guys have given you some ideas as far as some other speaker choices and what the common consensus is. But maybe EV may be your step up. A different brand or a higher end brand of EV. Let's see. I'm rocking Rockville for now. In the market for starting subs and actually looking at Harbinger subs. 12. DJ Romeo, why are you looking at Harbinger subs? Just as a question, not to say that anything's wrong with them, but why are you looking at those particular subs? Also, if you're looking for subs, you might want to check on, I think it's on Facebook. There's a DJ Equipment for Sale page on Facebook. You guys may want to check that out. It's always updating me and telling me that there are some people selling subwoofers, all kind of stuff. I mean, especially subs. So the reason I tell you that is because I see a lot of subs on there. A lot of subs have been sold and stuff on there, or at least advertised to be sold. Lord Geo, are subs necessary? Absolutely. And I would love for somebody to tell me any different, because you're going to have some bass. Tops don't always cut it. You need some low ends for most functions, if not all. If your space is limited, maybe not so much subs, but I mean, a normal, regular function, yeah, you're going to need low ends. You're going to need subs. Cheap. Oh, because they're cheap. Well, cheap doesn't always mean reliable. Just remember that. I had, not to knock on Mackie, but I bought a Mackie sub, and I bought it right before prom. And this was a while back. And when I bought it, the prom was the first time I used it. Well, when I was using it, I was turning it up, and it started redlining, and then all of a sudden it would just clip. And this is the first time I'd ever broke it out. So it would start to clip. So I ended up blowing it that night, sent it off to be serviced, got it back. The next gig that I played, turned it up just a little bit. I'm not even full blasting it. Turned it up just a little bit, bust it again. It's actually still downstairs in my garage. Just not being used. That same Mackie sub, I've had it still. I actually need, now that I say that, I probably need to get rid of it somehow, some way. I don't know how. Good clarity once you're in the LX and makes cabinets build. Okay. DJ Donna Bland, what's going on, man? Welcome to the party. Appreciate you stopping through. DJ Romeo, great. Subs are definitely needed. Nobody can get away with not having subs. I haven't seen it. Hopefully, we won't see it. So tell me about music and stuff, guys. I want to switch and turn gears to music. I played some different things this past weekend, and it's been going over since I started the season this year. I wanted to switch things up, but tell me some songs that are working in your area that you didn't think would work that are actually going over well for you right now. Let's chat about that. All right, DJ Lord Geo, thoughts on the gig bar? You already know I hate those things. I hate gig bars. I think that that's a cop out way. I hate dots. I don't use their stupid little strobes or their little lasers. I hate the gig bar. But if you're a beginner DJ and you just want to add some lights for easy setup and tear down, gig bar is for you. I myself just don't like them. I like to give a client a great light show, and those just don't do it. Kirby and Friends, get the best speaker for your money. Good sound will always be good sound. Don't go low on your speakers. You can budget on other gear. I agree. I totally agree. Totally agree. Put your money where you want them to hear. All right, DJ Romeo Gray is the first one to talk about the music here. So I heard that Staying Alive with 50 Cent, and I can't wait to try that. Staying Alive with 50 Cent. Wait, is that something that I played? Romeo Gray, let me know. Is that something that I played? Or is that something you heard someplace else? Is that a mix that you found? I've done a couple of things live. Like, let me tell you a couple of things that has going over well. And you guys have kind of seen it in some of these videos and stuff already. So this past weekend, I had a chance to finally break out the Jack Harlow, first class. And believe it or not, it actually mixes well, or at least when I tried it, it worked well, with Party Up at the end of Party Up. After he says, X gonna have y'all bouncing again, and then it just goes into like just a beat out. If you start it right on the one, you can actually get the beginning of First Class to play at the end of it. You guys will see it. I actually did it, and thank goodness it recorded well. I actually did it, and it worked. It worked beautifully. Also, I mixed Hip Hop Hooray, and I have an acapella out of Hip Hop Hooray, and right towards the end of my acapella, I throw in Return of the Mac, the beginning of it, and it actually, right when they say ho at the end of Hip Hop Hooray, Return of the Mac comes in with oh, so it kind of sounds like a great blend. Like, you guys have, if you haven't seen me do it or heard me do it yet, go back to We're Back with the Madness video, which was the first gig log I put out this spring season, back in the beginning of or middle of April. I think it says We're Back with the Madness, so We're Back with Madness, and listen to that. I'm having some really good time with blending music. Like, it's been going well, really, really well. I've been blending stuff that really shouldn't go, but actually does go. Also, Where the Party At. I've actually been bringing that in at the back of It Wasn't Me, which is it's crazy. Sometimes that stuff amazes me because it just kind of, I hear it in my head before it happens, and I really don't put that together before. I just kind of hear it in my head, which is, it's weird to say, it just kind of happens. So let's see what you guys have on here. The gig bar is good for small gigs. Thanks to you and DJ Rick Webb, I have 20 both S4 and their sparklers. Oh, great job, bro. Those are some great things. I have 18 of the bow, I think the S6 uplights, and they're fantastic. You'll love them. Yes, In the Club might have been another. Okay, so you heard that from me. I have to go back and listen to it. I don't remember that blend. I love your wannabe stutter and slam transition too. Appreciate that, Dr. Blend. That kind of came up because I knew that the BPMs would match, and it just kind of gives people a little preview of what's about to happen next. And of course, you guys see me doing on the videos all the time, but to those guys, that's the first time they're ever hearing it. So it's, I just kind of play with the pad to do that the whole time, and I do it live every single time. So appreciate that, Donna Blend. I'm glad you caught that. Also, I've been playing a lot of Dreams and Nightmares by Meek Mills. Dreams of Nightmare came up in my last gig log, came up in the first gig log. I was like, wow, that song's making a full comeback, I see. Also, is it Stop to Love You Save by the Jackson 5? No, it's not Stop to Love You Save. It's I Want to Be Where You Are. I can't remember the Jackson 5 song that I've started bringing back and stuff too, and it's making a big comeback and stuff too. I've been playing it lately, and it goes great with my beginner set. Because my beginner set usually starts off with, Ain't No Mountain High, Respect by Aretha Franklin, like, back to back, but an upbeat version, and then Wanna Dance for Somebody, followed by Rihanna, We Fell in Love, and then I'll start playing with like some Jackson 5 stuff or something like that, just to kind of keep it going. I Want You Back. That's it, Dinah Blend. That's it. So yeah, that stuff is how I usually open it. Now, if people wanted to switch up, of course, I change it, but that seems to kind of get everybody going with one of those songs. Somebody will join every single time I play one of those songs, which is pretty cool. So just a little quick tip there. All right, Lord Geo, what's a no matter what dance floor sound filler? There's no such thing. And I know that's crazy to say, but there is no such thing. There's no song that is guaranteed, because I still, to this day, have gigs sometimes that nobody dances, no matter what I do. To be honest with you, and I hate to say this, a slide is probably one of the most universal songs that people will get up, or actually get up to, if they do. But a dance floor filler, if you've got old and young people, I would say We Are Family. Not gonna lie, We Are Family. Usually, this past weekend I played We Are Family, and I saw some grandmas get up and make their way out to the dance floor while I already had the kids out there, and I had the parents out there. So yeah, their friends, We Are Family, kind of gets people up, especially if you could beat match it in without the do 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 do. Just go do 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 do, and when you start it right there, it it beat matches in pretty well. All right, what is the name you use for Mixcloud? DJ Romeo. Everything I have is J-Book. So DJ J-Book or J-Book, or just type that in. Everything I have. The only thing that's not J-Book is my Twisted Transitions page, which again, you can find the link down below for when we do podcasts and stuff on there. But yeah, everything is DJ J-Book. All right, I played the wobble, and Grandma went a little crazy. Hey, the wobble is a great song. Try this next time if you haven't played it, especially when you play wobble. Try Lord Geo. Try playing the wobble, and at the end of the wobble, bring in Gold Digger. Those two actually beat match. If you look at it, try bringing that in and see what happens. I think you'll get a great response. Try that out. Then let me know the next time we're on. Let me know how it went. All right, DJ G5, late, but I'm in the building. What's up, Book Club, Mr. Book? How you doing, sir? What's happening, DJ G5? Appreciate you stopping through. Dance floor fillers, 90s throwback will be PM Dawn, Set Adrift, Memory Bliss. Wow, I mean that's real throwback, man. You play PM Dawn? Ooh. And you get a dance floor, going with that? Man, kudos to you. Kudos to you. That wouldn't work here. I'm almost willing to bet that wouldn't work here. People are very particular about music and stuff that they want to hear and use and stuff here. I do the wobble and then loop into doing the butt. Oh my goodness. Okay, so if you've got try Gold Digger, but if you've got an urban crowd, let's see, I think wobble is right at like 97 or 100 BPM. If I'm not mistaken, I think it is. Crazy in Love will mix into it too, as well. If you just want something to kind of be something like a big song right after, or just something to keep them on the dance floor, you could throw in Crazy in Love or Gold Digger right after those two, and those beat match pretty well. I am in Maryland, so people are pretty much wow. PM Down pop off, especially people from NYC, Jersey area. Oh, so this is a regional thing. I get it. This is a regional thing. You guys see, like I said, that would not work here. That would not work here at all. I don't, and another thing that doesn't work here that well, Spanish music doesn't work here well, and I know that's a big thing up there around the Jersey and NYC area. Maryland, if I'm not mistaken, Maryland likes go-go music, like doing the butt and stuff like that. So I know that faster like music and stuff on there, or rhythmic music and stuff, really goes over well in Maryland. But this down here in the South, you'd be better off playing stuff like I don't know, like nah, you can't get away with playing No Limit. I don't know. To be totally honest with you, you may get away with playing. I'm trying to think of some southern, like more like Outkast. Outkast would go over better here, something like that. You know, that would pop out. Even old Outkast would go over good here. The Way You Move seems to be a universal song amongst Caucasian and African American people, which is, it's different. I mean, that's a heavy 808 on that song. You want to test out your speakers, test them out with The Way You Move. Let's see. I just used a sample part of PM Dawn and added to another song. Oh, that's what's up. All right. Yes, 87 BPM, and so is Doing the Butt. And yes, it is an urban crowd. Only do that if you get the Cougars. They love doing the butt. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's crazy. Oh man. You guys cracking me up. Oh yeah, Latin issues in Maryland. Okay, cool. I would love to DJ in Maryland. One of you guys gotta have me out to a Maryland function or a Pennsylvania function, or even I might be a little nervous to do Jersey, because it's so fast paced and it's so fast paced all the time. But I think I could get away with doing a Maryland or Pennsylvania wedding. I think I can get away with that. Have DJs ever come to you to buy a copy of your hard drive? Yes, they have. And I'm not a fan of doing that. Not to say I'm stingy with my music, because I'm not. But I did spend a lot of time trying to get most of the music and stuff that I have and stuff now because I had to redo my entire hard drive here recently because a lot of the music I just don't play. So I sat down and went through so much music and just got rid of it and started bringing in music that I know would start working more. And that was a huge undertaking on my library. I mean, that took me from like 20,000 songs and put me down to like 12. Like I got rid of so much music. And now what you're seeing on these gig logs is the, what I'm able to do and like bringing some stuff back, stuff that I don't normally use that I feel like will work. And that's why I have it on there. So, I don't do a whole lot of selling the hard drive. I don't do that. I have backup hard drives and stuff, but I don't too much sell them. I can get away with playing reggaeton, merengue, etc. with white folks here. Man, really? Really? Wow. That doesn't fly here. As soon as I play that, people are like, I don't understand it. I'm out of here. Unless there are, a Latin section, then I cater to them as best I can. But I have a great Latin section of crates on my computer. So I would love to do a Latin party if I could just, figure out how to match the music like how I match music now. That would be great. DJ G5, I'm in Greensboro, North Carolina. You right, it doesn't work unless the customers are from the region down here. They want liquor house music like Stand Up in It and Hole in the Wall. Hole in the Wall goes great down south for urban crowds. Hole in the Wall. What else did I play on this last video? Hole in the Wall. I played Frankie Beverly and Maze right after Hole in the Wall. And then right when Frankie Beverly and Maze goes to the part where he holds the long chord, you can bring in Beyonce's Before I Let Go. And, you can play the whole song again. They'll dance to the whole thing. And then at the end of Beyonce's song is actually the beat to Candy, which they can do the electric slide off of. So you can have a little train of songs if you time it right. You can have a nice little train of songs. That's probably about 7 to 8 minutes of straight music that will probably keep them on the dance floor if you time it right. You got to time it right. They can't miss a step. You know how we are. That's an excellent point regarding regional music. Yin Yang Twins does it for the South. Yeah. Little John, Yin Yang Twins, it depends on Little John. But yeah, those always go over well. People still to this day ask for Salt Shaker, and I'll never understand it. Because that song, if you listen to how that song is put together, it's kind of off. It's almost like they go, I don't know, they kind of did the same thing with Get Low. It's like they did a verse and then it was kind of like a participation part in the middle, and then at the end it was back to verses, which like nobody's gonna listen to the song for that long. So like I stop it after it gets to the crowd participation. I just stop it. All right, what else we got here? I saw you DJ'd in Virginia gig before. Keep trying, you will make it up. Yeah, I did. That was actually for my cousin's wedding. He lives in Virginia, but that side of the family is very religious, so I was very limited to what I can play at that event. But I would love to go to another area. Like I said, I actually have one of you guys, a viewer, asked me to DJ his wedding, and he wants to do it in Tennessee. So I guess if that pans out, and that'll be a travel gig, I could do that. So we'll see if that works. I don't mind doing one in Tennessee. Tennessee is fine. What else we got here? That last wedding you posted was similar to a Jersey wedding, just missing a little suavemente. Ah, okay. I haven't played suavemente in a minute either. I need to do more Latin events. I need to find that section or that crowd here who needs weddings and stuff done, and I probably need to just up my game in Spanish. If I knew Spanish, it would probably be a no-brainer. It would probably make sense if I just knew Spanish. So maybe that's something I need to do on my downtime. I actually know a little bit. Don't sleep on your guy. I know a little bit of Spanish. Great stuff, guys. Great stuff. I hope you've been able to take something away from our convo and stuff here today, because this music and stuff like that, I think I want to do like a little segment on here that kind of goes over what stuff has worked, or what worked this weekend that I've never put together before. And it kind of gives you guys some ideas and stuff too, instead of just watching on the videos. So you could try it on your events, because a lot of this stuff, this is what I'm pulling out at the events. It's like trial and error. But of course you don't want to destroy somebody's dance set, or destroy somebody's wedding. So, don't, if you're not confident and stuff behind it, I would definitely practice it. But I'm just trying to do some different stuff, so you guys don't hear the same old all the time, even though it's new for them and it's same old for you. I think about you guys and stuff when I'm playing music. I think about, what's going to go up and what's, I try not to post the same songs every single time, but I am playing them close to almost every single time, just to let you know. Because I'll never forget when DJ Woo Pig said all of us have about the same amount of music, or same songs that we play. We just play them in different arrangements, and that was one of the truest statements that he could have ever made. Because that's exactly what happens. No matter what, you can go to anybody's crate and see what they play in the beginning, and I'm guarantee you there's at least 3 to 4 songs that are exactly the same. Just is. Did a graduation party on Saturday, and the grad just wanted to hear every rapper with the name Little in front of it until Little John was requested. Yeah, these kids keep asking me for, they kept asking me for Little Baby and who was the other guy? NBA Youngboy. I just don't know that music like that. I maybe it's because I choose not to listen to it, but maybe I need to listen to a couple of them just so I'm still familiar with it, because at these proms, I got to know that stuff to be able to use it, or I'm going to have to start turning down proms. And I don't want to do that. I mean, proms kind of give you a little bit of freedom. There's no structure. You just kind of go in and you just mix your ass off. All right, what else we got on here? Have you ever DJ'd at a bar or club? I have. I've DJ'd at several bars. I've DJ'd at a country bar. I've DJ'd at a hip hop bar. I've DJ'd at a karaoke bar. I've DJ'd. Is that the only bars Yeah, I think those are the 3. I've rotated between those, and out of those 3, you can imagine who was the wildest, right? So you got karaoke, hip hop, and country. If you select the country as the wildest bars that I've DJ'd at, you would be right. Country is the wildest bar to DJ at, which is absolutely crazy. Club wise, I have DJ'd at multiple clubs. And the only reason that I stopped was because they don't pay enough. They want to pay you $200 or $250 for the entire weekend. I actually got approached 2 weeks ago. No, not 2 weeks ago. I take that back. 2 years ago, or 3 years ago, by 2 clubs, and the price is actually going down. They wanted to pay me like $200 for 2 nights, and I was like, there's no way you get me in here on a Friday or a Saturday when I could be making 10 times that, and you want to pay me $200 for 2 nights. That's not going to work. So, we parted ways, of course. Get Bart to MC for you. The Latin crowd will hire you in a split second. You're probably right, but you know what the problem with trying to get Bart to do that for me? He costs too, and you got to buy his ticket, you got to buy his room and board, you got to buy this, you got to buy that. That's just so much. I said so much. He's so high maintenance. Well, I don't know that. I don't know that for a fact. Okay, let's see. Jay, have you ever taken a gig you had no experience doing and just went for it to gain the experience? Yes, Kid Cupid. Country. You got to remember now. You gotta look at me. I have on a Prince T-shirt. I'm not an old head, but country is not my forte. And I had an all country wedding. I've done so many events that had to do with full out country, and I just had to learn it. I had no choice because I kept getting thrown into that lane. So, yeah, I did it for the experience so that I become more of a well-rounded DJ. I can pretty much play anything. As I did a Spanish event, a Latin event also, and I didn't know that I was doing a Latin event because it was like a 50-50 room. It was like, you had Caucasian and African Americans, and that's 50%, and then the other 50% of the company that I was doing the company party for was Latin. So I had to dive in, and do Latin music, and that was actually a pretty good party in a small little town. All right, what else we got here? You guys keep these questions, man. Keep these questions rolling. It's pretty good here. Donna Blend, bars are a tough gig, even more than clubs. Yeah, they definitely are. DJ Romeo, great. Don't forget the zoo. Yeah, can't believe we DJ at zoos here. Woo, yeah, I remember the zoo. I hated the country bar residency gig. I felt like I was stuck in a box. Never, ever stay when you feel like you're stuck in a box. I just can't do it. So I understand the struggle, bro. What? $200? Nah, that's crazy. Yeah, exactly. Yes, I gave my bar residency up to. They just didn't promote properly. Yeah, people don't really promote. We don't have like big promoters and stuff here. Clubs and stuff get closed down like every other week, so you're not guaranteed your job doing clubs and stuff each week. Ever since what hit, nobody's guaranteed to stay open when it comes to the music side of things. So you just kind of jump in and take your pick. Hey Jay, what are your top 5 reception songs? You mean to play or like my songs? Because I mean, that really get the crowd over. I would say to win the crowd over, it would probably be, of course, I Want to Dance with Somebody. Right now, Fantasy by Mariah Carey is making a comeback, but if we're just talking about longevity, what I've had and stuff here, of course, This Is How We Do It. It's universal. I like playing universal songs, especially when the crowd is universal. During party times, I mean, some of the songs that I listed and stuff on there. To be totally honest with you, let me just be transparent here. I don't myself particularly like a certain song for receptions. What I like are for songs that hype the crowd up in the order and stuff that I play them. So it's hard for me to pick a song or songs in general that are like reception bangers, because I just go for what hypes up the crowd the most, and we just go for it. We just go all in, and I just kind of feed off of that. So my song choice is not always the same each function, so it's hard to pick 5. It's even hard to pick 3. But I try not to play the typical ones, but I know the typical ones go over, so I just play off of them on something that maybe you don't hear all the time. I try to make it a different experience that you would go to, as opposed to if you went to somebody else's wedding. Like if you went to your sister's wedding and then you came to a wedding I did, we shouldn't be the same, like by any means. That's what I strive for. I don't know if that makes sense. Hopefully that did. Are packages good or bad? Because each couple want different things. Okay. So packages are great. Packages are great. People like to hear just a final balance and everything that comes in. Try not to give the opportunity to be able to kind of nickel and dime you in between. So just have what you know your package is going to cost and go for that package. You know, if it's your basic package, just know that your basic package is always this. Regardless if they take this out or take that out, it's still this. So you might as well keep it in there or utilize it. Even if you don't utilize it. Like, let's say you don't have to play the music for ceremony, but your basic package comes with ceremony. It's still the same price. Don't nickel and dime yourself. So just use packages. What we got here next? What about Queen Pen Party in the Party? Again, that depends on your crowd, because you can get away with that, and then if you play Faith Evans' Love Like This before, right afterwards, those right behind, and then turn around and play Fat Man Scoop. I can't remember. If you play those in a row and stuff like I said, you gotta have a few songs queued up, and that's what will keep the floor going instead of just one song, because you're not going to play the whole song. So you just want a verse, chorus, bam, go to the next one. Verse, chorus, bam. You know, something I was working on today when I was doing scratch practice today. I was thinking about doing a Tupac mix and stuff on my Mixcloud. And one thing I noticed about Tupac songs is that most of the songs have the chorus at the beginning. And so you can get away with doing playing the chorus, playing his verse, and right before the second chorus hits, you can blend or mix right into the next song or scratch into the next song. So that's one thing I learned the stuff today that I'll probably be implementing. Some artists do have it to where the arrangement of the song is a little bit different. But yeah, still make sure that you have at least 2 to 3 songs that kind of fit right in the same BPM. That way it keeps people going, and people give you high praise and stuff because of that stuff, man. If they never have to leave the dance floor to take a breath, why let them? Don't give them an opportunity to do so. I play 2 slow songs per gig. 2. I may open the dance floor with one and play another one, but 2. Because most of my couples don't want to end the night on a slow song. So I two slow songs all night. Is the time for YouTube 17 seconds you get the flag? No, it's not 17 seconds. It's like 5. It's literally faster than it was. It used to, when I first started YouTube, it was 12 seconds. Then it went down to 10. Then it went to 7. And now I think it's like 5 if it can catch it quick. And let me give you guys another tip that I use, and you probably see it when I'm DJing and stuff, or when I'm doing these gig logs. I try to show the clip of when I'm transitioning into another song, because it's harder for the system to pick up when it transitions into another song. It's a lot harder for the system to try to pick that up. So you'll see me put clips on where it's a transition. Now, sometimes I let the other song run a little bit too long and it catches it. But for the most part, I don't get a lot of copyright strikes when I put in a lot of transitions. So you'll see me do transition. That's what you guys love anyway. You want to see me transition from one song to the next. You don't want to see me just throw up a song that you've heard a million times. You want to see me transition and get a big pop. That's what I put up. All right, DJ Cobra, what's going on, man? What subwoofer do you recommend for QSC 2K12, 2QSC 118, or 2QSC 212? I haven't heard the 212. I heard the 118s, and they are awesome. They are awesome. I haven't heard the 212Cs, so I can't really give you a full opinion on that, unfortunately. But if you have a chance to go hear them, the 212s, it's got a tough task. Let's just say that. It's got a tough task because those QSE KS 118s are pretty dope. What's up, DJ Jesse? What's happening? Would you DJ at a radio? I'm assuming you mean radio station. Heard it a lot to do. Yeah, I don't mind doing that. I got a couple of radio personalities that I'm friends with and stuff here. I wouldn't mind getting on the radio. It doesn't matter. Sure, I'll try new things. Why not? You know what I really want to do other than travel and DJ? I would love to open up at a concert here in South Carolina. When somebody comes here to play, like I'll give you for instance, like Erykah Badu came here recently, and one of the DJs, local DJ personalities, opened up with a DJ set for like an hour and a half. Like that would be dope to me. You know, playing for just not a full capacity, but just while people are walking in. Oh man, that would be fire. On those speakers, on speakers everywhere, that would be fire. Do you charge less if the band plays 45 minutes and you play 15 minutes each? No. We don't nickel and dime. It covers ceremony, not 2 hours, not 3 hours, not an hour, not 20 minutes. Ceremony or whatever it is. 4-hour gig. All I do is I put a maximum amount of hours that each package covers. So one maybe covers 4, another one maybe covers 6, another one maybe covers 7. I'm just throwing these out there. But we don't nickel and dime those. This is just the price regardless of what happens in the middle. If you need 6 hours, you need this package. That's just how it is. Make it simple. Don't give too many options. You ever read a food menu and you open it up and there's food here, food here, food here, and you got to flip it over on the back, food here, and drinks right there? You'll be there all day trying to figure out what food you want to eat. Everything sounds good. But if they just gave you a 3-page menu, boom, 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 there you go. That's what you choose from. That's how you simplify it. Jay, have you encountered that in some events guests are invested in using their phones, that it's hard to get them on the dance floor? No. I haven't seen somebody use their phones and not be on the dance floor. They kind of go hand in hand. Like usually when people are pulling out phones, it's to take a video of them singing with their friends or with the bride or things like that. So no, I've never really encountered them using their phone while sitting down. Good question. Solstice, what's happening? Check the latest gig log. I guess you're telling me to check the latest gig log. Okay, I will check it out. Solstice has some great gig logs and stuff for you guys as well. I think he's in Southern California, so his style is similar but a little bit different because he caters to a different audience. He can get away with more EDM and more Latin in his gig logs, which is pretty dope. Appreciate you stopping through, Solstice. I'm actually about to cut out of here in just a second, so appreciate you stopping through. I have a wedding in Moncks Corner, South Carolina in August. That's what's up. Charleston is a great area, and I know you're going to be close to there. It's a great area and it's a dangerous area. So just make sure you're on your P's and Q's and keep your truck locked. And whatever vehicle you're driving, keep your truck locked. That's all I'm going to say. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate everybody coming on here, man. This is the biggest audience and stuff we've had yet. This is great. I feel like this is growing and we are learning from each other. I have talked to a couple of DJs, and I think we may have our first guest next time that we come on live. So, like I said, if you have not done so already, click the link and everything down below so you can follow Twisted Transition. I think this is the last live stream that we're going to do on this channel, and we're going to switch over to Twisted Transitions and start pulling from there. I will not be on next Thursday because I will be on a small vacation, very small vacation. But right after Memorial Day, we will get back into it and we will go harder than ever. Videos will still be coming out. So you guys make sure you still check those out. Those have been quite interesting. I've gotten some great feedback from you guys. So videos are going to keep coming. Don't worry about that. And, to keep up to date on everything that is me and this book club ride that we are riding on, make sure you follow me on Instagram. I post a lot of stuff, a lot of updates and stuff like that, of what's happening, what's taking place. So, always appreciate you guys stopping through. You could have been doing anything else, but you're watching this. So that's fantastic. So thank you guys so much. And, we will see you guys, I think, in 2 weeks, I believe. 2 weeks on Thursday. 2 weeks. Enjoy your weekend. Kill your gigs. And appreciate you guys, man. I'm out.